And to the details, President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi held a meeting with Eritrea's Foreign Minister Osama Saleh on Thursday, which centered on bilateral ties. The meeting further tackled several files and threats that face Africa and the Red Sea region and means of enhancing joint coordination at the aim of restoring stability and security in the continent. During the meeting, President Sisi was handed a written message from Eritrea's President Asias Afwerki, in which he expressed appreciation to Egyptian-Eritrean relations and asserted keenness on boosting consultations over issues of mutual concern. The President stressed Egypt's keenness on fostering bilateral ties in various domains in a way that achieves aspirations and interests of both countries in light of current regional challenges. The meeting was attended by Minister of Foreign Affairs and Immigration Badr Abdulati and the Eritrean ambassador to Egypt, President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi instructed on Thursday to take suitable legal procedures to issue a presidential pardon for 600 sentenced men and women in various crimes. The president made his directive in line with constitutional capabilities provided for him. The directive reflects presidential concern for the sentenced humanitarian situations. Prime Minister Mustafa Madbouli held a press conference following the weekly cabinet meeting on Thursday in New Alamein City. Madbouli reviewed the latest economic developments at both local and international levels and pointed out to the global markets drop last Monday, which resulted in losing more than $6 trillion, the matter that he said had impacted the Egyptian stock market. The story.
Prime Minister Mustafa Madbouli held a press conference following the weekly cabinet meeting on Thursday in the New Alamein City. Madbouli pointed out to the global markets drop last Monday, which resulted in losing more than $6 trillion, a matter that he said impacted the Egyptian stock market. He illustrated that the state had managed the situation and secured the national economy as well as the foreign currency reserve. The Prime Minister reiterated that Egyptians' remittances abroad rose by 66% annually, adding that the Central Bank of Egypt had asserted the commitment to flexible currency exchange. Madbouli further said that the government would announce a new tax policy and measures that facilitate procedures for investors and improve the investments environment during the coming period. He also declined rumors that claimed the devaluation of the Egyptian pound against the global increase of the dollar and confirmed that the economic situation is under control. In this context, the Premier stressed the importance of expanding exports and said the government is working on reducing the inflation by 10% by the end of 2025. Concerning the tourism sector, the Prime Minister announced that the state had developed Muntazah Palace to be a tourist destination and affirmed that the Ministry of Tourism aims to increase the number of foreign tourists during 2024. The cabinet meeting discussed a number of files and programs of supporting the participation of the private sector in the markets. The meeting also tackled boosting business entrepreneurship, availability of commodities and adjusting prices. During the meeting, Madbouli said President Sisi directed to continue government's intensive efforts to localize promising industries in Egypt and transferring technology with the participation of the private sector. He added that the head of state also directed the government to intensify efforts to overcome challenges facing some markets, notably of the medicines and fertilizers, to be stable.
Foreign Minister Badr Abdulati praised profound relations between Egypt and the United Arab Emirates leadership and people in a phone call with his Emirati counterpart Sheikh Abdullah bin Zayed. Abdulati asserted Egypt's keenness on to boost and consolidate these relations. During the call, the two foreign ministers exchanged views on situation developments in the Gaza Strip and both highlight the importance of reaching ceasefire as soon as possible. The war in Gaza Strip is considered the main cause of increasing tensions and unprecedented escalations in the region. Foreign Minister Badr Abdulati stressed on Thursday the significance of reaching a ceasefire in Gaza as it is considered the main cause of widening conflicts still in the Middle East. Abdulati highlighted the responsibility of effective countries to intervene and press on Israel to stop utilizing assassination and edge of abuse policies in addition to violation of sovereignty of other countries. His comments came during a phone call with EU's foreign policy and security advisor, Josep Borrell. The call comes amid intensive consultations on the regional and international levels with foreign ministers to de-escalate tensions in the region. Foreign Minister spokesman Councillor Ahmed Abu Zaid, the Foreign Minister Abdulati, is keen on informing Borrell about results of ongoing consultations to prevent wide-scale military operations. Foreign Minister Badr Abdulati reiterated Egypt's strong relations with Brazil as both countries celebrate 100 years of diplomatic relations. Abdulati comments came in a phone call with Brazil Foreign Minister Mauro Vieira. Both foreign ministers exchanged visions concerning international economic challenges. The call also tackled developing bilateral relations and a number of international efforts of mutual concern in addition to situation in the Middle East. Israeli occupation forces stepped up strikes